Hey guys, welcome back to Review Wednesday. For today's Review Wednesday, I have a very special launch. We have the Nykaa SkinShield Anti-Pollution Foundation. Now this has been one of the most hyped launch of lately, especially in the base area because they launched 15 shades, which is a very big deal in India. But before going on with anything, I would like to mention that all of the timestamps will be mentioned right here. So for everything, for Swatches to my final thoughts and everything will be mentioned here, so you know exactly at what time what will start. First of all, I want to start off by saying that 15 shades does not mean inclusivity, nor does 40, nor does 60 if you don't do the shades right. For example, when I see this shade range, a lot of shades seem from the similar category, and then there are like 2 or 3 darker shades, which I don't think is completely inclusive, but yes, it is a great step towards it. So first of all, kudos to Nykaa. This is not a sponsored video at all. I got this in the PR, but this is not sponsored in any way whatsoever. As I said, I would like to give out a huge round of applause to Nykaa. So round of applause for them for actually listening to people. They earlier had 5 shades in their Skin Genius foundation. Now they have launched 15 shades, which is a nice step towards inclusivity. Inclusivity does include really pale people as well as it includes really dark people, because a lot of people who are supremely pale cannot find their foundation shades as well. So yes, that's that. Now the packaging of this foundation looks like this. Now it was said that this foundation packaging is exactly like a NARS foundation, which is sort of true. Like the stripe placement and everything is very similar. But then again, guys, it's a tube packaging. Like, how much innovation can you get in that? Like tube packaging, as simple as that. However, I do feel that the plastic cap, it's a little tight and feels a little flimsy, like you have to use a lot of force with it and you feel like you might break it apart. So that could have been better. This foundation retails for 799 rupees and you get about 30 ml of product for that. Now this does feel like a L'Oreal price range. It doesn't feel like a Maybelline price range. L'Oreal's, I think the Infallible Pro is 799 for 30 ml again, but yeah, so that's the price range of this foundation. Now this foundation is paraben free and no animal testing was done, which is great. I'm not sure if it's vegan or not, but no animal testing was done, which is a great thing. Now I do have the pamphlet with me which tells you everything about the foundation, so let me quickly read you through it. So the first point is shield against environmental pollution. Now you really can't test it. I mean, you're saying it's a shield against pollution, but I can't say that, so let's just keep it at that. Secondly, it has antioxidants and vegetable glycerin to provide deep hydration and support skin elasticity. Thirdly, it has African Enantia chloranza bark extracts, which gives an efficient oil control formula. Then it has luxurious matte and natural finish, seamless buildable coverage, creamy feathery feel. So yeah, those are all of the claims. Let's see if this foundation holds true to all of the claims. I'm first going to share swatches with you all and then we'll move on to the application and finally to my final thoughts about this foundation. So my skin is nicely moisturized, primed and prepped and ready to go for foundation application. From what I would make out, I would probably match the shade Pure Olive, which is the 08 shade. Currently I'm super tanned, so this is the one that I think will really go with my new bronzy look. Now coming to the tools, which are also a really important part in how a foundation ends up looking like. On my left side I'm going to use the Nykaa foundation brush, which they did send with the PR kit, and on my right side I'm going to use a sponge. Now I just have to make this clear, I've said this a lot of times before, but I'm not the biggest fan of flat foundation brushes like these. So if this doesn't work for me, if in case this doesn't work for me, I will switch on to a flat top kabuki brush, which is the sort of brush that I do like for foundation application, just to give this foundation the most fair shot that it deserves. So I'm just going to take a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand and don't really know how much we're going for. Now this is what the texture of the foundation looks like. It's not liquidy or runny at all. I would say that it's on the thicker side of things. It does feel a lot similar to the Huda Beauty consistency, if I may say so. Maybe slightly thinner than Huda, but a lot like Huda. So I'm just going to stripe it down on my right side first. I don't really know how much we have to work with, so I'm just going to randomly stripe that much. Take my sponge and I'm going to start patting this into place. Ooh, that is blending out really quickly and nicely. And that's actually a really nice match for my skin as well. We are doing this real time and we are doing this together because I want you to see how it's blending out and if it's easy or not. So with the sponge, at least, it literally took me, I think, 10 to 15 seconds to do half side of my face, which was pretty damn quick. And when it comes to coverage, I would say it's a medium to full coverage foundation. If the coverage looks really nice, like of course you can still see through my dark circles and everything, and that's why I say it's a medium to full coverage foundation, and the sponge does tend to take away a little bit of the coverage of the foundation as well. So let's just try it on the other side. Now I'm going to actually pick up the foundation with the same brush, and I'm going to first stripe it everywhere across my face so that there's an even distribution of the product. And then I'm just going to start just blending it in with the help of the brush. So the brush is leaving slight streaky marks along the way. A little bit of streakiness, not a lot. Like, you can of course finesse it in. It's not something that can't be finessed in, but I would still prefer having something like a sponge or like a flat top kabuki brush so that it's quicker, because this will take a little bit of your time. I'm just going to quickly switch on to this brush and I'm going to see how this works with the foundation just to get an idea. Yep, that's much better, much quicker. Again, it just blended in so quickly into the skin. Like, it did not take even, I think, 10 to 15 seconds again. So quick. And I don't think there's a difference with the coverage when it comes to a brush and the sponge. What do you guys think? I really don't see a major difference. And both of the sides look nice and dewy. That can also be because of my primer. But yeah, I really like both of the sides. The foundation worked well with both the brush and the sponge. So I still have a lot of foundation left. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick it up with the brush and I'm going to layer it up just to see how it works once you layer it up. If it looks cakey or, you know, just bunches up or something of that sort. Till now it's not looking cakey at all, which is a great thing. So we are just blending this out. I think with the second layer in this area, it has started to look a little cakey. So I wouldn't really suggest going in with layers of this foundation. I'm just going to go back in with my sponge and pick up any excess product just to ensure that there is no cakiness on my face. I just got done with my concealing and powdering and everything sat beautifully on top. But while I was concealing, I felt like the foundation was going slightly grey on me, like it was oxidizing or something. So we're just going to check that really quickly. I'm going to place a swatch right here and I'm going to let it sit for a while, and once it's sat for a while, I'm going to place a fresh swatch right next to it to see if it's actually oxidized or not, because I really feel it has oxidized a lot on me. So our makeup is all done and the swatch has been sitting there for a while as well. So I'm just going to take some fresh foundation and we're just going to compare it side. Oh, there's such a huge difference. It has for sure grayed out a little and the tone has changed as well. I did use the same shade, right? Yes, this is pure olive. Okay, so there is a huge difference. So this foundation definitely does oxidize a lot. So that's all about oxidization, but I do feel that the foundation is really comfortable to wear. I've had it on already for 2 hours plus. I started shooting at 4 AM. It's currently almost 6:30 AM. So yeah, it's very comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel like a mask. You don't feel like you have anything on. I completely forgot to do a transfer test as soon as we had applied the foundation, but we're going to definitely do it now. So I have a tissue paper with me and I have no product on this area. I generally do not set the whole of my face. So we're just going to dab the tissue right here and we do not have a lot of product, and honestly, like, there's almost nothing on the paper, which is a great thing. This foundation does settle down into a matte finish. It does not stay dewy at all. On first application, it does feel like it might stay dewy, but it does settle down into a beautiful matte finish, which is very natural to look at as well. I'm just gonna wear this for a couple of more hours and I will check in with you and let you know what I feel about this. I've already had it on for 2 hours and it looks really nice. So let's just wear it for a couple more hours and we'll have the final verdict for you guys. Alright guys, I've had this foundation on for about 5 hours now. My lipstick has started to fade away, so please don't mind that. But yes, I can finally tell you my thoughts about this foundation. I feel the foundation has held up really nicely. It has not faded away from a lot of places, even though I tend to keep my hands like that. So it has not faded from my jawline, which is a great thing. It has creased in some places, especially my smile lines, because I tend to express a lot while talking. So all of my foundations do generally crease from here. It's not a big deal, honestly. So let's just sum up all of the pros and the cons and what I feel about this foundation so you can make your own decision. Pro number 1, Nykaa is available online and offline, which is a great thing. You can actually try out the foundation. Pro number 2, the coverage is beautiful. Pro number 3, it blends in like a dream. Pro number 4, it stays on really nicely. Pro number 5, everything blends on top beautifully. Pro number 6, it does not transfer as much. Pro number 7, I think we'll come back to that. Now coming to the cons. Con number 1, it oxidizes like no one's business. So I would highly suggest that you go to a Nykaa store first, try it out for the complete day and then buy a shade so that you don't get the wrong shade. Con number 2, I think it's slightly on the pricier side. It's not the most economical if you ask my opinion. And con number 3 would definitely be the shade range. Only because, you know, if you are going for inclusivity, I would want to see more different shades rather than just increasing the number and not working on the shades themselves. So yeah, that's 6 versus 3. I do really like the foundation. I feel it's a beautiful foundation. It's very lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So that's beautiful. I just hope to see more colors from Nykaa in the future because we need it. Like, we collectively as a country, as a generation, we need it. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you. Bye.